RBTV. I'm your host, Stos, co-host Banana, panel head Azza, and we've got a new guy on board tonight on the panel.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, they call me the Assyrian El Chapo now. Yeah. Nicknamed by Jekyll.
That's all.
Yeah, Jekyll gave me Assyrian El Chapo.
Welcome back, Big Kev.
Cheers, mate.
Tell everyone what's going on there. The beard's gone.
Yeah, mate. Look, we did the world's greatest shave for the Leukemia Foundation, and shaved off the beard for about $5,000 that we raised. So
Good stuff.
yeah.
Well done. Well done.
And you're next, I heard, Stos.
Nah, not happening, bro. There's a triple chin under here, bro.
Yeah, we don't want to see
Not
that.
going anywhere.
We don't want to see that.
Fuck it all. All right, anyway, let's get into it, yeah? So, obviously, I'm assuming everyone's pretty excited after that win against Wellington at home, which was massive.
Thriller.
Blockbuster, as they say.
Thriller in Parramatta.
Talk to me, boys. Kev, give me the lowdown. What are your thoughts?
It was a Bankwest classic, wasn't it?
Sensation after sensation.
Somebody stop him.
Somebody hit the brakes on him. Fuck me.
Fuck, what a game.
I got to say, that was one of the better games of football that we've seen since we've returned back to Bankwest. The only one that I remember other than that was the semi-final against Brisbane. We won 5-4.
Yep.
And look, it was an entertaining game to watch, not much defensively, but it was good to know the boys can put 4 goals past somebody. And I know that if Boz was here, he'd be pleased to say, happy to go out 4-3 winners.
Yeah.
Fucking no, who isn't?
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with that too. Although, in retrospect, I feel like it was good to get that win. Okay, and yeah, all right, we went and scored the goals, but I feel like the football was boring. In general, in my eyes.
Boring.
Absolutely boring,
formation
man.
again.
One-dimensional. I feel like throughout the majority of the game, the midfield was getting bypassed. Troisi got left out of the game because we were pretty much playing balls from Much, the back line, straight up to Duke. The midfield was getting bypassed, so...
We did try the long ball a bit yesterday,
Yes.
but we had Duke.
Formational game.
Yeah, he didn't. But I think second half, like as per usual, Wanderers, like we pressed the forward button rather than playing it between the back three a lot. I think second half, the transition from the back three straight into the midfield was a lot quicker, and then you sort of got in behind that midfield for Wellington, and I don't think they expected it maybe. So, but you're right, we did play a bit of long ball yesterday, but it works with Duke because he can win it.
Yeah.
Not so much a Beanie, like he did well.
Cox.
And Cox, you can't.
He didn't get on at all. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I think maybe rested for.
I'm just saying in general, you can't
Yeah.
win those high balls.
Yeah, but rested maybe for Perth on Friday.
I don't know, man. 4-3 game, you got to take it for what it is. It's a great game of football,
It was a good
man.
game.
Like, I don't want to sit here and nitpick. We play 5 at the back, we still concede 3. Who cares, man? Like,
gives a fuck?
last
We scored
podcast
4,
we
right?
asked, would you like attacking football or 1-0 games? We got the attacking football. We got a 4-3
It
game.
wasn't, but how was that attacking
Bro, 4
football?
goals, 7 games. 7
Doesn't
goals
matter
in
how
one
many
game,
goals
bro.
you
7
score.
games.
7 goals in one game, man.
I'll just raise a point though,
love
like fair call because it is a 4-3 game, but it was only a 4-3 game because we were reacting to conceding goals. Had we not conceded the goals, would we have pressed high up the field to get those? Like, I don't think we would have
probably
scored
not.
4 if we didn't concede 3.
That's true. That's true. But I don't know. I prefer to look at the positives.
I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Bring a buzz back into the stadium.
It did, bro.
man.
Honestly,
Nice
it felt like I know it's Wellington mid-season, but it felt like a finals game. It literally did because it was a must-win. We said it last podcast. We need to beat Wellington. We need to beat Perth.
I'm not taking anything away from the win. I'm just saying, in my eyes, it was still boring one-dimensional football.
Yeah, first
Okay,
half.
I'll take the fucking win because I was the first person to say that the season isn't over. Even you agreed with that too, Kev. I think you were on board too, Azza. Saying a few others on this panel were saying that the season was gone after that lost a couple of games back.
Yeah, if we
But
don't
I feel like the season's still salvageable. You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
I think we can do something still. But we all know this is the football that we're going to get throughout the whole year. It's not going to change.
Games like this sometimes can change a whole season. Like I hope they don't lose next week because what I'm about to say is wrong. Friday, man. But that win, they showed heart, man. Like they showed heart that I haven't seen in how many seasons, man.
Yep.
Like the players did. They, we're 1-0 down, we came back. We're 2-1 down, we came back. We're 3-2 down, we came back. You just got to.
You can't take that away from them. 100%. I'll take my hat off to them.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
certain players are now hitting their stride in terms of understanding their responsibilities for the team. So one I want to shout out is BK7, Riz Kamel.
Yep.
I think he's not a starter because he's a guy that comes on explosive, quick
Impact player.
against tired defenses. And the last goal, it was all him. He turned between two players, charged at the line,
He's not
offload
afraid to take him on. He's not afraid.
and he's not afraid because he's got that energy. And I wanted to give him credit because 100%. I think credit's due there. He understands his part, and he's not pressing for first team action every week, but man, like, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, we love it.
100%.
I feel like Banana needs to give a shout out to the guy who actually finished that goal.
Oh, they finished
The winner.
The winner.
Yeah, boy. Well done, brother. Well done, brother. Straight out. Well done, mate.
It was a good finish.
It was calm.
Good finish, mate.
It was.
Fucking
I
outstanding.
feel like there was a bit of
finish.
a deflection there, but
No, it wasn't deflection.
Yeah, it's deflection
in the lead up, in the cross.
In the lead up it was, but that finish
clean
was all
shot.
him, bro.
it was a good
That's all.
finish.
I think that's all we asked for.
100%.
All I asked for. You know.
Let's go through all the goals then. Okay, we'll start from the first goal, obviously. What are your thoughts on that? Obviously, that was a bit of a defensive lapse from McGowan, not tracking his runner from that 1-2 for the Villa.
Yeah, they played a bit of a 1-2 and got caught out and got punished, mate. Simple as that.
That's a
You
player
don't-
you really can't give that space.
Yeah, you don't give a space to the Villa. He's a fucking what a player.
He's a gunner.
Top player, mate.
And you know the ball's going to go to him. So the
Yeah,
moment
they're gonna
he lets it go, you know somebody's going to be passing that ball back to
That's
him.
right.
But good finish for him. Like he put it past Manouche and
Not much.
Manouche.
Not much you could do.
No,
mate.
no, I couldn't blame him for any of the goals yesterday. But you know that he's a danger man. So
Yeah.
8 minutes to. That's another game we conceded early.
Too early. We
I
can
don't know what's happening there. Yeah.
It is in a good aspect. That
What about our equaliser? 1-1.
Let's not take any credit away from the lead up play because that was all Labini there. Okay, he worked hard to hustle into that box. In my eyes, I don't know how he was able to get that cross away because he had two defenders on him pretty
Plus
much. Man.
the sideline was right
And
there.
then he's whipped it in and then it just
He
it's
must-
landed perfectly for
You
William.
must have heard me last week when I said, "What's wrong with these blokes? Did they not practice how to cross or something like that?"
Mate,
There you go.
What a cross.
the cross was pinpoint because again you said the sideline was right there, not the dead ball line was right there. I think defensively Wellington will have a look at that and go, how do you give him that space?
Yep.
They're probably trying to avoid conceding a corner, but
Yeah.
They conceded a goal.
considered a goal instead. And Woolmering, mate, top finish.
Wow, what a
Nice
finish!
finish.
Yep.
That was top notch, man. Honestly, top notch.
And good for the kid because he scored at home. He used to be a ball boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
at,
yeah.
at the Wanderers, and I think he ran straight over to the family. Cause,
really?
Well, family or friends, because the way he ran over, he ran this straight line, and he was just looking
Shoving
straight
all
at him.
the players
And he was, he was just like, "Yep, you know,
I noticed
fucking
that
oath."
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good on him.
And we get then we get pegged back. What was it
2-1. What a goal.
2-1?
What
Wow.
a goal.
Wow.
Wow,
What a
What a
fucking
goal, man.
shot.
Being in the RBB and seeing that straight in front of us, fuck.
it was an absolute
That
fucking
ball.
bomb. Look, there was no pressure on him. He had fucking. He had,
he didn't get shut
he had
down.
decades. No one shut him down. So, but still, you can't take anything
25
away.
yards out.
They
You
wanted
can't
to see if
take
he would have a
anything
shot.
away from that
They wanted to
shot.
see if he was good. Well, now they know.
He didn't just hit he hit it with pace. That's
Yeah.
what beat Magouche
drilled it.
because he drilled it absolutely, perfectly. So, sometimes you've got just got to sit back and go, you know what, crack a goal because
what can you
I
say?
think as I said it before the podcast, like if that was a Messi or a Ronaldo, everyone will be talking about it today.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
Even all right. Then we go. What heads were down a bit.
2-1 half time.
2-1 half time. Come out straight away. First 5 minutes. Get an equaliser. Much, bro. Was it from a corner or cross?
Header.
Or-
I'm pretty sure it was a corner.
Corner,
Yeah,
corner.
corner.
Good header.
Good
Nice
header.
little, nice little
Right
finish.
position.
Yeah.
But the whole 5 minutes we were attacking them. Like from the kickoff of the second half, we had a couple of chances. We didn't get there, and then eventually, Much comes up with a header, and I think it's his second start or third start.
And he's done that.
I think it's
And
his
2 goals.
Second start.
Second
but
start,
third
second goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Third
mean?
performance on
And I
it.
think that's something we've got to exploit his height from now on. I think, we've been
corners.
weak at set pieces. Make it our strength now with his height. Well, that's a good header. He was under pressure too.
When was the last time Wanderers scored a header from a corner?
Oh, Jesus. Probably Sporanovic in the grand final.
No.
From a corner. From a corner.
Gordon, round one.
Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
Was it from a corner? Okay.
Against
Yeah,
Newcastle.
yeah.
Newcastle.
I'll tell you, it would have been a long time before that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he
Other
could have
than
bagged
Ziggy.
one too. A little header a sneaky header on last night. Could have got one in the first half.
We had a few.
Was a few
Just before the goal, Duke, I think, had one.
Yes.
just before the second goal.
Where it glanced in front.
Yeah, like it was a bit
It
of
was,
a
I
soft
think it
head
was a
up.
Kate Russell ball that came in. That was,
Yep.
Yeah, then we get pegged back again.
So it's 2-2.
3-2.
Penalty.
Wow.
What do you reckon?
Captain Courageous. Hunt, any day of the week, any day.
It's a penalty.
Penalty, bro. He fucking clipped him
We'd
hard.
be losing it if it was us.
Oh, 100%.
He stuck his leg out and pissed up
Yeah,
that
he made the most of it, but it's a penalty, man.
pen,
Like,
yeah.
if we lost,
Doesn't matter, bro. He's
said
taking him out. Like,
I said at the game it was a pen, bro.
Yeah,
straight
100%.
away.
I know a lot of people were filthy at it, but you can't be, man. Like,
no,
as a
that's
defender,
one
you don't stick
penalty.
that out.
I'm definitely not filthy at it.
Yeah,
I
McGowan
was filthy. He
again.
gave it away.
Yeah.
Well, for me, he shouldn't even be on the fucking pitch. So
Yeah,
simple as that.
But where's Ziegler? What's going on with him? Is he injured? Did he get a mysterious
I don't
injury?
know.
What's
I
going
don't know.
on?
I saw Taz last night, but I think he was suited up. He wasn't ready to play. Like he was in a suit. He was with the team, but
Moon boot or anything like that?
I didn't see the moon boot. It was but yeah, I look McGowan. We've roasted him enough, I think, Stos. But
I'll keep resting him. I don't give a fuck.
He played
Yeah.
well last game, just this game, not really.
Straight out.
yeah, because look, the thing is, at the same time, we've conceded a lot of penalties this year.
Yep.
We've conceded a lot, and I don't know if Margush does his homework. You know what I mean? Like, because I haven't really seen him get to one yet. But because a lot of other keepers, you know, sometimes we get a penalty, it's not going to hit the back of the net.
Pen's a pen, bro. It's
It's luck, bro. You got
Yeah,
33%
but keepers do
No,
homework.
you can study a striker. 100%.
Keepers do homework. He probably didn't study Hamed. He probably
Yeah,
didn't
he
even know he was
sat on
going to
the
play.
bench, yeah.
But
Exactly. Fuck.
because Davila normally takes their penalties, maybe that threw him off. But yeah, you know, I just feel like sometimes they get a pen, we know it's a goal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Yeah, it's true.
Fuck, you know, when we're down 3-2.
Yeah.
Unless we still had Kovic in goals.
Kovic, mate, listen, we'll get a goal. He'll save
Lopa.
us and down the other end.
Yeah.
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 100%.
And then I think we pegged
1
back.
minute
We
later.
1 minute later, we pegged back.
Man.
And what a
Duke.
fucking goal.
Bro, he said himself that was a bit of a fluke. He goes,
A fluke
normally
or you
ends up-
want,
How about
brother.
the banner on Insta?
Yeah, good. Hey, Russell giving it to him.
Hey, Russ, what did he say again? Fucking
Mitch Fluke.
Mitch
Which fluke.
Yeah, the Mitch Fluke.
Wow.
Bro, I know your bowler's goal was important, but I think personally Duke's goal was the most
The
important that we
equaliser,
go 1 minute later. We didn't give Wellington a chance to reorganise, sit back, protect the lead.
And you
1
see,
minute, boom.
You see that goal was from a ball from Mark.
Straight direct, yeah.
Direct ball. You know what I mean? He obviously controlled it on his chest. Boom, volley. You know what I mean? As much as I hate that, you know, direct
style.
football,
Long
bypassing the midfield, it fucking worked there.
Worked, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
fucking take it.
It's Duke, man. Like that's what you get. You know, that's what you're expecting. And
You
I
can
think
hit him. You can hit
when
him.
when he scored, I think every Western Sydney fan, player, coach, staff member thought,
Brother,
"Fuck,
yeah.
here we go."
That Canadian club
Here we
went
go.
flying out of my hand. Mate, you know, I have no idea, bro.
The B-shells were back this game. That's
were
what I
back,
was
bro.
loving it, man. They were good.
I think I watched the replay this morning. Adam Peacock was saying, you know, because he ended up getting subbed off Duke,
Yeah.
right, and everyone
was later. Shock.
and everyone was like, oh, like you know, it would have given him a bit of a lift.
Yeah.
And the boys I was watching replay with, I said, that guy lifts for every game. I've never seen Duke have a game where he didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
100%.
I figured just leave him on the pitch, mate, and just then.
Some people were saying he was limping or something.
He
That
did. He
was
did
the
come
first
on.
half. We got into a challenge and it was limping around a bit, but he shook it off, man. And he kept going, man.
Yeah.
But
that's his
after
spirit
he gave
of-
that
yeah.
goal,
Yeah.
mate, he wouldn't have felt no pain after that goal.
No,
I
adrenaline.
didn't see no pain in that leg.
But maybe
And
that's
he-
a bad thing. You got
he
the
took a
adrenaline.
stroke.
I don't know.
He
But
was
it
hobbling afterwards when he did the Who Do You Sing
Yeah,
For with,
yeah,
the,
he was. Yep.
with RBB.
He had no
he was
boots on
hobbling
or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But cracker of a goal.
100%.
Then he makes a few subs.
3-all,
Yeah, like
man.
we said, he took off Duke, bring on
Kamau
Yeboah.
came on.
Kamau came on, then eventually came on.
Muller came on.
Yep.
Then we started playing a bit, started playing nice. So Kamau started to open him up through the middle, taking on
So
two
that-
players, 1-2 passes.
That goal there, that was pretty much the subs all linking up.
Yeah, literally. 3 subs.
All three.
Muller.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then obviously
Bananas,
Yeboah
mate.
to finish it off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeboah. Yeah.
you got to take it off for Robinson on that one.
100%, man.
Right subs. I feel like
And
he's hit and miss with subs, in my eyes.
reckon
He
he
either
hits it all.
fucking nails them or he fucks them.
I reckon he's got a good record, except for taking Taz off that one game.
Against the,
Still winning now again that game. Still winning now.
I think he's still learning, but Stos.
Yeah.
I think
Like his
I think you know he's. It's not an excuse. Don't get me wrong, because when you're at that level, you're making decisions for the club, for the team, you know, for the fans, because that's the outcomes and that's how you get judged.
Yeah.
But I think he's learning now. He's like, okay, I know Bruce is a super sub. I've got a game on Friday. Maybe not play Coxie. Muller can start the next one. But like, I would love to see.
Dorrance was in there.
Yeah, I think Dorrance
was in the stands. He was in the stands.
Yeah, I think Dorrance had maybe an injury from what I heard. But I'd love to see Muller, Duke, and maybe Cox together at the same time.
I don't know, man. Muller doesn't do it for me, man.
Yeah, I think it's this game.
Alrighty,
But I'm just saying overall, like even other games, man.
I think he's look, because Juki and Cox, I think they have a connection. I think they're roommates too, from what I know. And the season when we had Muller and Duke, they were linking up really well.
Real well.
So if you put all three of them on, and look,
It's unfortunate to Tracy, but yeah.
Yeah, but he comes on. He comes on later. He's
What are your thoughts on Troisi right now? And because I've been going through social media after the game, as you do, seeing all the comments, and everyone's sledging him pretty hard after that game. In my eyes, I don't think he played that badly. I feel like the system, and we've said this in the past, and especially the game last night, because they started playing a lot of those long balls.
Yep.
What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not getting the fucking ball, it's very hard to fucking produce. And like, there was times he got it, but it was like, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's very hard for him to get into a game, especially last night.
Yeah, 100% you're right. But what Tracy did well, and I saw it especially in the first half, is he actually tracked back a little bit and actually put himself in the tackles. So he's working for the team. He's not getting frustrated saying this system's not suiting me. I'm just going to get frustrated because no one's passing me the ball, whatever. He's actually putting himself about.
Because he wants to start.
Yeah, it's just
at the end of the day,
it's a broken
it's
record,
a competition.
unfortunately. Yeah.
I think he's a little bit hard done by sometimes. To your point, Stos, if you're not getting the ball, then what are you supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
You're playing direct to the strikers. He's not one to win a high ball either.
No.
So does he suit the system? Probably not. But he's doing a job. Is he doing it amazingly like we thought he was going to come in and light up the team? No, but he's doing it, man. I don't know how many. I don't see Muller doing the dirty work that he would. Muller's more of an attacking player, and he won't do the defensive stuff that Troisi's doing. And sometimes strikers, midfielders don't get kudos for defensive efforts, right? Yeah. I give it to Coxie because he does it.
Yeah.
He's one of those like pitbull type players, and he does it.
Track back,
And I just think Troisi's hard done by a little bit. 100%. He doesn't get the opportunities to create. And at the same time, we're really harsh on him when he doesn't create, when he has the opportunities. Yeah. So we get, you get one chance, you don't make anything of it. And we're on the podcast yelling at him. So
he copped the.
No, this time round, I wouldn't yell at him because I think it's unfair.
100%. He copped the first yellow of the game in the 20th minute. That shows he's put himself around like a professional foul. Like, you can't really fault him, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
There you go.
How about the back line? How do we feel about the back line's performance? Right, let's forget about McGowan.
I don't want to go into it.
I feel like Wilmering had a good game. I feel like I said this in a prior podcast. I feel like he does great in attack, but when it comes to the defensive side of things, I think he struggles.
But you know what it is? You're saying that it's because he's running up and down, man. He gets worn out.
I get you, but that's his position.
They're gonna get caught out, bro.
I get you, but that's his position at the end.
Look, if we're going to take this game on this game by itself and look at the defense and the goals we conceded, one was a penalty. You can't blame the system for that. It's a penalty. It's a stuff.
You can blame McGowan for that. Say it.
Yeah.
Blame McGowan.
Blame McGowan.
McGowan put his leg in.
Yeah.
The first goal.
Yeah.
Put his again. You can't. That was ticket like one touch football, and their second goal was a cracker of a goal. Like you got to just say.
The first one, someone didn't track.
Someone didn't track. Yeah, for the first goal. McGowan didn't track.
All right.
So you're gonna get. You can't.
Recurring theme going on.
I'm beginning to sense a theme here.
The thing is, you can't.
It's McGowan.
So it's saying McGowan's doing all the work.
Pretty much,
for the opposition.
McGowan's like a superstar.
He does, He does. No, I think for these goals, you can't blame the system. You can't say, 5 at the back, we ceded 3. Because the second goal, you guys hands up. Great goal. First goal is one person. Left penalty is one person. It's. I don't want to sit back and say, we conceded 3 because I think let's look at the positive. We scored 4.
That's it. That's what we want in the end.
Yeah.
More goals than them.
I'll take it. I can give it, but we still have to look at the.
It's Wellington.
At the downsides here.
It ain't Sydney FC. It ain't.
Exactly.
It ain't.
They've got a good squad.
For me, what I saw.
Don't ignore that, bro. They've got a good squad.
And they're one touch.
I just think if it was a different team, we wouldn't have been able to get back in the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried, like Wellington. I'm not saying they got a bad squad. We've got a good squad too, but our squad doesn't do what it's capable of. Right at the moment, we 2 weeks ago we were about to sack half the club JT and the rest of them.
Still sacking.
So yeah,
Still out.
I
Still
agree with
yelling
that.
out.
I'm just saying, like, you know, we can't look. We like it because we went on the attack. I just hope that's more of the, you know, the theme towards the rest of our season, the end of our season. Because if it goes back to knocking the ball around at the back, I don't know if another team, say, I don't know, Melbourne City, again, if they come up against us.
You know what?
Please no.
Explain what Melbourne City did to us in that game. What they were doing is quick transition and into those channels, those pockets.
Yeah.
Wellington weren't doing that last night.
No.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And Wellington
so
wasn't
that's
also-
why we were very lucky to be able to get back into the game.
And Wellington wasn't pressing our back three like Melbourne was. Because McLaren did not stop that night, right?
Chased it down like a pit bull.
And McGowan, prone to making every mistake you could possibly make on a field. Like last night, if he was pressed a little bit more, you never know.
knows what happened, yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about our back line, I don't mind it. I just think, and to your point, it was the guys are going up and up and down the field, but they've got to learn that when we get the counter attack, one of the three has to shift across, and then the let's say the left's gone up, the right has to come and
back,
make the four at the back.
Yeah.
Right. And I just think last night,
That's
a
the
couple
idea,
of
I'm
times,
guessing.
that should be the idea. We shouldn't be conceding goals with four at the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially free at home. Fuck yeah.
Another thing too, and I think even Bozza brought it up on the commentary and whatnot, there's times where we're holding onto the ball in the back line and we're swinging around those back three, but it's like we don't know where to go from there. Like, there's times where the space opens up, and even Bozza said it, where maybe one of our centre backs needs to make a bit of a drive into space, you know what I mean? To create more options. But our back three won't do that.
That's what-
Because they're not
Ziggy's done it before, but it's almost like there is no other option but to go through that gap because everything around him is surrounded or you know, he's blocked. So
Well, there was a situation last night. I'm pretty sure Much had the ball, and who was on the right hand side?
Russell.
At the time, Russell was on the right hand side, and he's telling him he's moving his hand.
Yes, it
Go
was.
forward,
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
forward, and he's looking at him confused. Like, what
He
are
got
you
it on
gonna do?
halfway, and we're
It's
like,
too late.
let's go.
Go, brother, run.
Move.
Unfortunately, that's a change in Russell's game lately. Like, remember, start of the season, he would take a player on, run down the line. He hasn't really done it lately. I don't know if.
I've got to admit, his crossing's better.
Yeah, they're not ending
his
up in Rose
crosses-
Z.
His crossing's better than
They've
what it
been
was.
decent.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
It's a move from Res Z to Ray X.
I gotta admit, like, I feel a bit unlucky for Wellington.
They were very unlucky.
I do honestly.
Oh, come on, let's talk about the disallowed goal.
Let's
Look,
be honest
when it went
here.
4-4, we were filthy. Honestly, when it went 4-4, I was filthy for a bit. Obviously, the whole RBB was filthy and shit.
My mouth dropped.
And I remember,
Jaw dropped, not mouth.
obviously, it took like 2 minutes, whatever, for VAR to kick in. And I remember telling one of the boys, I go, mate, this 4-4, we thought it was 4-4. This is a great game of football. And everyone turned around and goes, yeah, honestly, it's a great game of football. Like, we were pissed, but we weren't that pissed. And it's weird because even when they checked the VAR, I said it to another guy, I go, I don't want to win with the VAR like this. Like, I prefer to take a draw than win with the VAR.
Fuck that.
No, honestly.
Shut up,
It does, bro.
idiot.
I'll tell you why,
Why
Stos.
are you
No,
saying-
I'll tell you why. Listen,
this guy from,
listen to
bro?
me, bro.
It was across the road.
Did you have live betting on like me?
No, I didn't. No, I
What's he
had
saying?
3-1.
Bro, I'm gonna kill his mic.
Nah, hear me out. I'll explain why.
Down.
Nah, honestly, that's football, man. Like, seeing the Wellington, as much as I don't feel for Wellington, you know, but seeing him celebrate a 95th minute equaliser, I hated him for 30 seconds. I hated it because that's football, man. Like,
But it is what it is. And you
It
come
is
back
what it
down.
is. And it went to VAR. He was offside.
bro, nah.
Go fuck yourself.
Nah.
That's it.
Bro, you would have
I
went
hate
home
VAR,
and
man.
realised they fucking cheated. If you got home
But that's
and that
football,
was
bro.
4-4.
That's football. Football's the raw emotion. Like, when you score a goal, it's hard to explain. When you score a goal, you don't see the referee. You don't see the linesman put his flag up or the referee.
I
That's
agree with
football,
you.
bro.
I agree with
That's
you.
like
VAR is a piece of shit. Okay?
100%, that's
And
what I'm
it shouldn't
saying.
be part of the game because at the end of the day, football is so unique.
It's raw emotion.
Because at the end of the day, if the ref does fuck up, or you know the umpire, whatever else, the controversy you're gonna fucking talk about for days, bro.
That's
You
it.
get what I'm trying to say? That's the scenario.
That's it.
Here. I agree with that.
I hate
but
VAR, bro.
I couldn't give a fucking rat's ass because it went out fucking
Fuck the
painful.
VAR,
No,
bro.
wait, for once.
VAR.
And you said it for once,
For
Stos.
once.
Like we don't get those calls.
we don't.
I'm surprised the
Even
Duke
Dukes,
one.
yeah.
I'm surprised the Duke one.
Kev, they were saying, how much is you guys pay the ref? We paid
Fuck
5K, bro.
Listen,
5K.
we donated to We done it the fuck.
Kevin's 5K went to them. All right.
The greatest pride.
They told us when they scored, they had the account. Yeah, you know.
It just bank deep approved.
Send it, mate.
Can I just say, but on the fourth goal, Wellington goal, the one disallowed.
They pressed the fuck out of us.
The moment it was scored, the one thing I said was, why didn't Yeboah close down that crosser? Like it wasn't a free kick. Yeah. It was just an open play, and he's like, I'm just going to mark this guy instead of closing down the guy. You got to put pressure on him so he doesn't pinpoint that cross.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That cross should go nowhere near where it ended. So I think Robinson
top finish too.
Oh, great finish.
Great finish.
And it fell to them. To your point, if it was Wanderers one, I'd be filthy because I'd be like, shit, we lost the game on a offside goal. But Robinson's got to have a look at that and go, hey, listen, 95th minute, we should be playing it in the corner. Yeah. And half the boys were...
We were playing like 5 minutes, 4 minutes in our half. We were playing sitting back, not sitting back, but...
I think we struggle sometimes to close out games like that.
Yeah. Very true.
It was that type of game, though. It was up and down.
It was good.
It was a good game.
I'll
have that
at the end of the day, I'll fucking take it.
100%.
I will take
That's football, bro. That was a football game.
That was it. Even for a neutral to watch that.
The range of emotions, man. Fucking.
Let's move into Friday night, Perth.
Perth Glory.
What are our thoughts going into this
How do
game?
you?
Honestly, fuck. I wouldn't want to play them right now, bro. They just come off.
They won
a draw, 2 losses.
Yeah,
They're a good team, Perth.
They're a good team, bro.
All right.
like I said, we need to win. We need to win. We need to beat Wellington. We did it. We need to beat Perth. It's a must win in my eyes. We have to win. And if we lose, if we don't win, well, this game that we just won, it means nothing. Yeah. Like it means nothing. If we manage to beat Perth, I can see us, maybe going on a roll here. It'll be, honestly, yeah.
Who got after them?
They just really sort the draws out now.
They sorted them out, yeah.
Yeah, so next 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about predictions then. Okay, Kev.
If McGowan starts, we're definitely going to concede. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go our boys for a win. 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Azza.
3-1 for us.
I'm going to go with our theme going against us.
It's good. Yeah, someone has to go against us.
It works. It's working.
Yeah, someone has to go against us.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But the way we're going, we picked up 2 wins. We're playing at home again. I'm going to go for a high-scoring game
9-8.
again. Yeah, 10-9. Nah, I'll go 3-2. They've got, don't forget, they've got Fenaroli. Remember, he always scores against us. Don't forget that. All right?
Okay,
I'm going to go 3-2. Let's get Perth. Get Perth.
Wow.
Stos?
I'm going to go 2-all.
We've got a bit of everything.
I'm going to go 2-all.
We're being honest. It's not biased every week. One the rest.
Oh, you could have changed it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mate, I said Western United was going to mop us, and then we ended up winning one.
We all said that.
The whole panel.
They're always going to put the ringer on us, man.
Yeah, bloody hell.
No, we're good here.
So they have released the rest of the fixtures, have they?
Yeah.
I've heard
No, it's for the next 2 months.
next 2 months.
Yeah,
So
April,
when's the derby?
The derby.
Oh, they released the derby. Our
1st
home
of
one.
May. 1st of May.
Yeah.
Home
1st of May.
derby.
No, 8th of May, wasn't it?
No, but I'm pretty sure.
Have a look, bro. It's one of those.
Don't we go to Jubilee again before we go to the
No, they're not going to let us to go to Jubilee again. Don't you worry about that. Forget about Jubilee. Yeah, Malta's got it pinned down, mate.
Oh, if I put all our fixtures
Have a look.
You see his
yeah,
cal-
1st
you
of
see
May.
his
1st of
calendar.
May at home.
I know.
First of
when I
May.
seen it,
And
it's locked in.
that's the next game against Sydney FC.
Yeah.
That's the next
Really?
one.
1st of May?
1st of May
They
at
changed
Para.
that fixture. That was an Adelaide
Changed it.
fixture.
You know why? Because they couldn't get that. They were clashing with
The Eels.
Parramatta. Parramatta kept having Saturday night games.
That screwed me over. I was heading to Adelaide. I've actually got flights.
Wow.
Refund
Well,
that shit.
hopefully Corona kicks in and they can't.
You're not going anywhere, Kev.
Like the
New
Easter holidays
fixture.
just came out of nowhere.
Boys,
yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
Also, just before we finish, I think, guys, get to the fucking stadium, eh? Like, that second half, the RBB was pumping. The players are actually showing heart this season, this game now. There was just a bit of momentum there.
Bit of fire in the belly
It was
of
a bit
everyone.
of fire, bro. It was a good game. Like, it kind of felt like Para of old for some reason. So I think
good.
it was
a big
good,
call.
eh? And the crowd was 5,000. Not
Para
too bad
of
for a
old.
Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. There was that second half was a bit of a buzz. Like, I don't know. It's
Look
hard
good,
to
everyone
explain.
bunched up together, standing on the
was.
chairs.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right, just come to the games, boy. Like, just come back.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw your head on TV a few times.
Yeah, fucking all G. It was
Usual
good.
Malta fucking.
It was G, bro.
Yeah.
That's all.
It was good. And the players came up and did Who Do You Sing For? They haven't even done that all season. Even when they won.
Our mate, John Tatsumi was pushing them over.
Fucking JT, get off the field, bro. What are you doing on the field, bro, JT?
Was that a game?
He was getting some brownie
Was that the game?
I'm telling you, he watches it. He appeared on the field. I've never seen him.
He had Google Maps onto the stadium, Stos. He had to work out where it was.
Bro, get off the field, JT, you dick. What are you doing there?
Any reason why they didn't come all the way to the RBB? Like, because they didn't.
Corona. He might come close.
Corona.
Some Corona might come out of nowhere.
Corona. Nah.
Well, I think that's pretty much a wrap then, lads.
It is what it is.
The usual. Like,
subscribe,
comment.
Free the red and black.
Free the
Boom. Let's get another win. Boom. We're out.
That's it.
Lads.
Gonna win the season.
Yeah, bro.